Hi, my name is Emma and I work for the admissions team in UCD Registry. I have particular responsibility for the various access routes into undergraduate degrees in UCD. So this short presentation is just an introduction to the QQI-FET entry pathway, the degrees that are available in UCD, how you apply to enter them, and where you can find out more information on those entry pathways. So in UCD, 20 of our undergraduate degrees have a specific entry pathway from a QQI-FET award. Now, what that means is that we have specific places put aside that are just for QQI applicants to apply for. And that means you're only competing with yourselves for those places. As you can see, they go right through all of our different degree types within the sciences, nursing, humanities, business, and social sciences. In order to be eligible to apply for those places, your QQI-FET award must be accepted for that target degree. Within your award, you must achieve a distinction, which is 80% or above, in at least 5 modules in the award. Now, that's just your basic entry requirements. Some of our courses, particularly the likes of the arts degrees and the social sciences degrees, have large numbers of places. So generally, you'll find with some of those that the minimum requirement is all you will need to achieve an offer of a place. Some of the others that you will look at, such as the nursing courses, will have a smaller number of places. They'll be more competitive, which means that you may need upwards of 8 distinctions in order to be eligible for a place or to compete for a place. Within some of the requirements too, you may need specific modules and results. So within nursing, for example, you will have to have physiology and anatomy. For science, you may need a science subject. For business, you may need maths. So it's really important that you check the entry requirements that you need for the degree you're interested in and check that your QQ award actually offers that so that you can be eligible from the start. So where can you find out where this information is? So if you go onto the UCD website, it's just ucd.ie/FET. It'll bring you to this page here. If you know the course you're interested in, for example, our science degree is DN200, that's the CAO code. You put in DN200 and it will bring you up the list. You just click on that link and it will tell you all of the requirements that you need, the modules, the distinctions for that course. The other way of doing it is you can actually look at the options from your QQI award. So all of the QQI awards will have a code, and the code is the most important part. Sometimes your school might call an award a certain name, and we might call it something else. Like laboratory techniques might be an introduction to science somewhere else, but the code will always stay the same. So you enter your code, and what that does then is, as you will see, it brings up what the title of the course is. As I said, this can change, but it will bring you up a list of all of the degrees that you can enter from an award with this code. Then all you have to do is click on each of the links and it will tell you what the minimum requirements are for that course from your award. The other place where you can find information is on the CAO website. Click on Student Resources, and then that'll bring you to this page, and there you'll find the QQI-FET information. The way it's put on the CAO website can be a little bit difficult to follow, but it will also give you all of the information for other universities as well if you're thinking of applying for multiple places. So when you're applying with a QQI award, your application is made to the CAO. You can do that online at cao.ie. The closing date is the 1st of February with a reduced application fee if you get it in before the 20th of January. If you're thinking of applying, we would normally tell you to get it in now anyway if you can. It's cheaper. And also it means that once it's in, you can just focus on studying for your award and not thinking about, oh, have I put the CAO application in? There is a late closing date with the CAO of the 1st of May, but it will cost you an additional late fee. You'll need to include your PPS number on your CAO application. What that does is it allows CAO and QQI to communicate and for QQI to send your results directly to the CAO. So it means you don't have to worry about making sure that CAO have your results, that they're correct or on time. You can leave that up to them. So just make sure that when you're filling up your form that you make sure your PPS number is there and it's correct. You have the opportunity to go into your CAO form at any time and check all of these things. So it's really important that you make sure that you know the information there is right. The other thing I'll say to you is, if any of you have sat the Leaving Certificate and have points, or if you're over 23 and are eligible to apply as a mature student, that you also consider doing that. It's one CAO application for all of the entry routes in UCD. And what it does is it allows you multiple chances to be successful in getting a place on your chosen course. So if you have a Leaving Cert, check out ucd.ie/LC, and that will give you all of the requirements for points and subjects. If you're over 23, check out the Mature Students website, and that will list all of the degrees that are available. It will tell you how you can apply and the information that you can put in with your application. I also suggest going on to the CAO website and going through their demo application. This demo is really handy because what it does is it gives you a chance to go in and see exactly what the CAO application looks like, the information that they're looking for, and do it all without any of the anxiety of an actual real application. You can make a note of any information you may need to go and find, if there's a date you don't remember. It's really just to make sure that when you sit down to do your application, you're ready to go. And if you have any questions, they'll already have been answered before you do the live application. So just a few little tips from having done this for many years of the types of things that may go wrong or that people may get a mistake of, just to be aware of when you start. The first one might seem a little strange, but it's to make sure you apply with your official name. This is because we'll need to verify that your results match your application. And when you register, you'll have to provide a form of ID. So we need to know that the application matches the official ID. In Ireland, it's very likely that people will be going by their middle name or a shortened name or an Irish version of their name that isn't their official name. And it causes issues with the system if there's any discrepancies there. The great thing is that once you become a student with UCD, you can change your registration to your preferred name, and that's what will appear on your student record. So even if your official name is not the name you go by, use it to apply. And then once you're a student, you can come in and change that. The other one too is to use an email address that you can access regularly. For any of you that are sharing an email address with family members, it really would be important that you would have your own email address now. Especially with everything that's going on at the moment, there is very little that we don't do by email anymore. It's rare that we will get to send a letter at the moment. So really important that you do this. The other thing I would suggest too is that if you can, to add in addresses like the CAO and UCD maybe into your address book, because that will stop any emails going into your spam. If you're someone who checks your spam regularly, that's not so bad. But if you're someone who doesn't necessarily think of it, it's important to do that. Sometimes for UCD, when we send a bulk email, so we may send you a reminder or some checklists or things to think about, the system, your email system, may think that that is spam and it will go straight in there. And you could miss something important that will help you with your application. So just have a think about that as you get ready for your application. As I said, don't forget your PPS number. This is how we'll get your results. So it's probably one of the most important things you can put on your application. And finally, please list your courses in your genuine order of preference. When you're filling up the CAO form, you'll be given the choice of 10 level 8 course choices. The way the CAO works is because it's all one central place and there aren't interviews or anything like that, they have to know which of the courses to offer you. So you will probably do fabulously in your award and be eligible for all of the courses that you put down. So which one does CAO offer you? They'll offer you the one that you have said you want the most, and that's the one you will put in your number one choice, and so on down the list in your order of preference. The great thing to remember is that you can change your mind in your order of preference right up until the 1st of July. So using the CAO change of mind window, you can reorder your preferences at any time. Using CAO Change of Mind, it's free of charge and you can do it multiple times. So right now, if you're not sure what order you would like them in, just put them in now as all of the courses you think you might like to apply for that you're eligible for. And then as you progress through and you have a chance to do some research, you can make sure that your order of preference is exactly how you want it before the CAO Change of Mind closes. So finally then, just some important dates. As we said, the CAO deadline is the 1st of February, with late applications until the 1st of May. Now, if you are considering applying as a mature student, there are restrictions on the dates there. That's because for a mature student, we have to assess an awful lot more of your application. So we need those applications in by the 1st of February. If you're only applying on your QQI award, then you can apply until the 1st of May, because all we need from that is your results when they issue. The change of mind deadline, as I said, will be the 1st of July. Everybody, including mature students, can reorder their preferences right up until the 1st of July. Where mature students can't introduce new courses, QQI and Leaving Cert do have that option. So then the important part, when your offer is going to come. For mature students, they go out first, so that's usually in early July. QQI offers will go out in the next round, and that's in early August. So make sure that you have access to a computer, that you can check your application to see that your offer is there. You usually have about a week to accept it, but just keep an eye on that, because as soon as you get it and you want to come, make sure you hit accept. The Leaving Cert offers then will generally go out in mid-August. So as you can see, mature and QQI applicants will have their offers and will know they're coming to UCD in advance of that large cohort of Leaving Cert students applying. Your orientation then will start on the 2nd of September and you'll be in class on the 8th of September. So if you want some further information, you can email admissions through our connector form at ucd.ie/askus. All of the information is available on our websites for the QQI, Mature and Leaving Cert. As you can see, I've also added in our telephone number. Unfortunately, at the moment, we don't have access to our telephone system with the current restrictions. But as soon as they ease and we're back in the office, there will be someone on the phone daily if you do have any questions for us. So thanks a million for watching. And if you have any questions now after this, I'd be very happy to answer them.